So do you know yes, no? No.
Dystrophy meaning.
Yeah. So dystrophy meaning I'm getting to. So when something gets used a lot, it is called as it becomes big. So in footballers, during the young footballers, young 30, 33, 34 years, they will have heart attacks. So straight, heart attack should be an old guy's thing. The heart is always strong. But this is the heart attack is something different. Footballers will have something called as hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. The heart is getting so thick, so thick, so thick, so thick, so thick. It is getting so big that a part of the muscle gets so thick that it is not able to pump very efficiently. They're getting so healthy that they're dying. It's a strange thing. So there is such a thing as a limit to how much you should be healthy. So strange. So they get so healthy, like the bodybuilders, these footballers, that at a point of time they reach a hypertrophic cardiomyopathy stage, which is essentially killing them. So their heart is getting used a lot. And even their size is increasing too much that it is not able to pump properly. One day they have a heart attack. On the other hand, when a kidney is not being used properly, it reduces the size. Can you give me an example of another thing that is increasing the size to compensate for? So, yeah. So what is happening is in thyroid, something called as goiter. Goiter, what happens? The thyroid gland enlarges because it is trying to compensate for the low amount of thyroid in the body. Okay? So it is trying to create more thyroid and taking care of all the thyroid related functions. It is getting used more, so to compensate, it is getting compensatory hypertrophy. This is the basis of atrophy and hypertrophy. Okay? So atrophy is when we don't use. Hypertrophy is when we overuse. Now, what is dystrophy?
Somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between. So what is happening in dystrophy is you are not causing atrophy like nothing at all. But at the same time, you are not also increasing the functionality. You are affecting the functionality. Let's put it like that. Okay. For example, let's talk about cornea. Let's talk about corneal dystrophy. So there's something called as corneal dystrophy. In corneal dystrophy, what is happening? The cornea is, if it is become underused, it becomes atrophic and becomes white and becomes lysis and gies. If it becomes overused, it will not become fat because it's not a muscle, it's essentially a tissue. But sometimes what happens within this tissue, there is some white opacities in the stroma. Because of the way the configuration changes in the anatomy happens, and sometimes it gets dysfunctional. It gets the structure of the cornea gets affected. Let's put it like that. Because of which the function of the cornea, which is vision and transparency, also gets affected. So dystrophy is some sort of a abnormal growth within the tissue, which affects the functionality of the tissue. Tissue normal undavill. Rogan ke normal undavill, pinna functionality normal undavill. Okay. So retinitis pigmentosa is a corneal dystrophy. Sorry, chorioretinal dystrophy. Okay. But it's inherited. That is why it is called retinitis pigmentosa and inherited chorioretinal dystrophy. So if it is inherited chorioretinal dystrophy, why didn't we just name it inherited chorioretinal dystrophy and under that retinitis pigmentosa? Why did we specially give retinitis pigmentosa its own name? And
It's most common.
because it's the most common chorioretinal dystrophy. Okay? If somebody, yeah, they're same. If somebody tells you, tell me chorioretinal dystrophy, and if you say retinitis pigmentosa, you're okay. If you say retinitis pigmentosa, that means you know all the chorioretinal dystrophies, because retinitis pigmentosa is so much big part of this chorioretinal dystrophy. The remaining parts of 2 or 3 days are very, very small. That is why retinitis pigmentosa is equal to rating of all inherited chorioretinal dystrophies. Essentially, what it's trying to say is it is a chorioretinal dystrophy. Okay? But it is so important that knowing them is more important than knowing the other things. But now you know the meaning of dystrophies. Okay? Now, let's start this. Somebody with a loud voice next to you. Who is a man with man?
So, retinitis pigmentosa symptoms: decreased night vision, often night blindness.
So, right away, he is giving a nice fixer, a confusing fixer to us, which can lead into its own discussion. First point, look how important this point is. First line Nothing he told you about retinitis pigmentosa. The first thing is telling you decreased night view blindness. Okay? Can you ever meet anybody, any optometrist or any ophthalmologist, who you have asked when you become a senior, who you have asked what is RP or what is retinitis pigmentosa, and they don't tell you about night blindness? Can you forgive them? Should you forgive them? Never. It is that pivotal. Okay? Night blindness and retinitis pigmentosa go hand in hand. What is the most common cause of night blindness? Retinitis pigmentosa. What is the most common feature of RP is night blindness. It's first one. So now why night blindness happens, I will not bother with it right now. Let's move forward and discuss it. But look at the first point itself. Decreased night vision of night blindness is the most important. The second most important point? No.
And loss of peripheral vision.
Yes.
Loss of peripheral vision.
So I hope you guys are I hope you guys understand why this is happening, but you need to know better on this one. Okay? So there are symptoms to know, by the way. Night blindness is a symptom, it's not signs. If you are saying I'm having night blindness, I'm having loss of peripheral vision. Loss of peripheral vision, how will it manifest in real life?
Can't see sight. When driving, it's not able.
Good point. Yes. While driving, we can tell definitely this is a good point. What else? What about getting the stairs? India issue. Can you find out peripheral vision symptoms? Peripheral vision loss symptoms. So, how to know you have peripheral vision loss?
Blind spot in your vision. Sensitivity to light.
This is a good point.
Bumping into object or people.
Moving to observe?
People.
Yeah. What is
Not seeing something until it's right in front of you.
injury? Yes.
Seeing halos of glaze around the eye.
Okay.
Redness or swelling of the eye. Unusual view.
Okay. The takeaway thing is, like Sidra told, driving will be definitely affected. They will say, I'm not able to see the bikes coming from the side. It is also something. It is also something that people with bad temper may not also tell. So you know, Nidita, don't ask this. Don't ask this. You know, Nidita, what?
You're right.
She doesn't have. She has. What does she have?
You're right.
Oh, mirror is not a peripheral vision. No, that's not what I'm saying. Mirror is not color vision. They don't have visual acuity. No, her husband. So common. She also has mirror. I have no idea.
God keeps having.
Her husband came once to me. Her husband is having bad temper and mirror. People in the prepare it.
Why?
Give us it. Optic chiasm gets affected. There's some, it's not a tumor for her husband, but something is there. So that's why her husband drives the bike. And he drives the bike very slowly. Because he has to see like this and like this to see whether there is any. How do we drive? How does other drive like go? Like he just looks forward and everything is okay. But in there it's very dangerous. The car is completely normal. The bike slightly slowly they can somewhat like. Not long distance as well. So these people bad people intellectual loss will also have this. Should driving. So the real world symptoms will be driving, definitely they'll be affected. And also I think stairs getting down and getting up should also be affected. I think so. Along with that,
Will depth perception
let's not get there. Other earlier discussions. Real world, definitely there is this. I think stairs climbing down is the issue because they cannot see the down and only real bigger shape. And driving, and they bump on objects all the time. Okay? What is another thing that is very common because of which they bump into objects all the time? Another very common complaint in ophthalmology. So bifocals. Okay? Big bifocals. Especially recently, recent also bifocals and also decentration. Recent onset bifocals with wrong decentration will have issues with walking, getting down the stairs. So on the same complaints they will have. Because that also creates a peripheral rim defect, they call it. That kind of things it causes. Oh my god, we're still in the first line. Let's continue this.
Decrease in central vision can occur early or late in the disease process. Color vision is intact till late. Then coming to signs, critical.
There are some extremely important things being told in 5 lines here. Okay? Decrease in central vision can occur early or late. Let's take late. Okay? Color vision is also intact until late. So there are some very important points being told. Not everything is not the same. Here it is not the same as peripheral vision. Everything is very specific. So here color vision is not really impacted and central vision is not getting impacted, whereas peripheral vision and night vision is getting affected. What is hamarlopia? Hamarlopia.
Hamarlopia. No idea.
Why are you saying it's such a funny way?
Hamartoma है क्या? Hamartoma है क्या?
So your reaction to the question is so funny. Yeah, hamarlopia.
First time.
Hamarlopia. Huh? You don't know? You guys don't know? Commentary. Dinner. No? Nyctalopia? Nyctalopia?
Nyctalopia is nice.
Right.
What night night?
Right.
Night band. Hamarlopia? Day band. Anyway, now forget it. He's guessing nicely. So hamarlopia is day band. Day band. So here nyctalopia happens. Okay, please.
Then classic signs. Classically vitreous cells. Most consistent.
Sorry, buddy. You're in Rajdhani Express. They might not be able to get it. You might.
Classically.
The first thing is, let's look at the critical signs. Critical signs, without telling of which, you will be standing where? In pharmacy. Okay? If I ask you what are they, and if you don't tell me critical signs, so critical signs is the most important. Critical signs and management. Okay? Without telling these critical signs, you have to go and stand with Nisha and manage pharmacy for 1 day. Because that is where you are better. That is how important RP critical signs are. Now, tell me. That is why you need to spend extremely concentration on what is critical signs and why are they such. Okay? Please. So you read it with that speed.
Okay.
If you go very fast, then all of the pharmacy. Okay.
Classically, vitreous cells. Most consistent sign. Vitreous cells.
This is most consistent cell. And the many boxes. That's just great. I have never seen vitreous cells in RP. But if he is saying there must be something.
In fundus we can see.
Yeah, fundus obviously. Maybe if he is saying vitreous is most consistent cell, then maybe I must have missed something. Maybe I didn't pay that much attention. So next time, pay attention to vitreous cells. But if you don't say vitreous cells, you will be arguing. Okay, next.
Then
This you have to tell the next one.
Clumps of pigment dispersed throughout the peripheral retina in a perivascular pattern.
So many big words. Within 1 second, Akhil told. So Akhil will explain what he is telling so fast.
Clumps means basic words. Clumps.
Some of you did they understand?
Clumping, clumps like practical.
Did they get into it?
Yeah, clumps is
No,
a
don't tell me. Are you understanding what he's saying? Yeah.
clumps is an English word.
Comes the English word, but what's that?
Pigment. Pigment means something colored, something dark. Dispersed means like spread out throughout the periphery. Like if you look at the fundus, periphery of the fundus,
That's very important.
the center will be almost like an organ.
Almost normal, yeah. Agreed.
In a perivascular pattern.
Yes, experience.
Peri means near, vascular means the retinal vessels.
Okay.
So they will be like near the.
In and around the blood,
Ah.
this is what you're trying to say. He's right. But here what he's trying to say is, they will be in the shape. You can take the call. What he's trying to say is, within the in the shape of the blood vessels, the pattern is there. It is very right. Okay? Blood vessels may shape down. Another reason why they are like bony spicules is because they are the shape of blood vessels. This is a question Dina Madam will ask you a lot. Because retinal pigmentosa. Anyways, please.
Retina in a perivascular pattern, often assuming a bony spicule arrangement.
Yes.
Bony spicule.
Bony spicule is like a ball. Like small fish ball. Have you seen fish ball? Have you seen fish ball? Have you seen fish ball? Draw fish ball and sorry. You also have iPad? Huh? Everybody has iPad? Who doesn't have iPad?
Happiness, she bought it.
How many Apple Watch? 1, 2, 3.
This is everybody has iPad. I have an iPad. My class is so technologically advanced. So nice. Me iPad have to run this.
Yes, you have it.
Huh?
Pen is having an Indian. In iPad also.
Henry. Oh, Henry.
Salta?
Henry.
And parent.
Yeah.
How can Henry?
Get customized to customer.
You never a pencil in Indian time.
Snap to website.
It's free of charge.
Oh, wow.
You know, I have found something that people with iPad Air are extremely smart. What do I have? I have iPad Air, but this name is not written.
Mine is also iPad, but old. It's actually best version of iPad.
Which one?
Mine is also iPad Air, 2019.
Yeah, that's right. This Intel.
It's a new one.
Flat
The
one.
borders are there.
Yeah, I agree. I have iPad Pro at my home with my wife uses.
Pro is too expensive.
I use Air here.
Required.
This I bought second hand recently only for you to extra take classes. But I'm hardly using it. The screen is okay. I don't have anything. Use mine was second hand. So do you know what the issue you will face? If you ever want to sell it, with that guy will not buy it. Yeah, yeah, I know. You're very good. But people who like to sell things like me.
I have a brother, so if I don't do this, he will take it.
He changes name finally. Congratulations. When did you buy this? Oh, super. Very good. So the rest, expiring it. So the notes and iPad are unbelievable. The amount of
Here the staff say that for joining body, we need iPad and colored hair. That's what they say. Like when she done, she got she colored her hair.
We had any need to cut our hair.
After also that, so other staff are saying these are the criteria to join.
all the cool girls. I know this.
She also changed it.
What phone do you have? Oh, you had
Okay.
I used the iPhone already. Right?
No, I was using A76.
They are too good. Fatima also iPhone and
Everyone.
Amina still getting an iPad?
Yeah, she got it with her brother then. Yeah.
Great. So earlier Sidra never had an iPad. So I have to feel very bad because all the group notes.
That's why there is many notes and things. Like that classes used to take many classes, but we didn't
We don't have any notes. We
as
forgot
paper
about it.
and all this.
Yeah, it's completely gone. But the note taking thing is extremely nice.
But now we can just refer to.
Especially let's see how she's taking notes. Did you take this inspiration from me? Huh?
My notes are very nice. After the class, we just.
These people, they'll tell us, you make notes, later and share it. They also then they'll learn that right to make notes.
No, but this is exactly like how I used to make them. You know, these YouTubers, sometimes these Instagram girls. Oh, this page feature also notes now? What app is this?
Good notes.
Oh, no. Good Notes has something good that is, it lets you make limited notes. For example, it's not an infinite page. So you have to think like it's a notebook only. And you have to be very careful. It sounds bad, but it's sometimes actually good also. But for my purposes, I like OneNote. Because OneNote is like can go sideways, infinite. It's an infinite. One page can become infinite. So you can make it very big, very, very small. So less pages you get all your notes together. But this also has its advantages. The best advantage of this is you can actually print it like PDF.
Yes.
Are you planning to do that? If you ever plan to print your PDF, just show me how the quality looks. Because people print them in US and it looks so beautiful. It's like a textbook. Beautiful. And this actually pushes you to make better looking notes like
Yeah.
beautiful.
Like
Okay,
I
nice to
did
see
it
you.
next page. Each note I have to make some changes. This after class I said, Sidra make notes, Sidra make notes. We push her, make notes. Don't waste your time, make notes. So that they should be reading.
Oh, so after every class you go back and make some note on top of your fair notes. Were you always like this in school also?
No, this is
Maybe
like that only.
iPad is something. True.
Before I used to make it paper.
So bad.
Yeah.
You cannot add anything, you cannot put a photograph. One thing, yeah, see this thing is the best thing, okay? Stalker line. Stalker line is the anterior cap, pre-avascular cap of the pterygium will have a small, the love to take stalker line. What are they? At the end, advancing end of the pterygium. This sort of drawing on top of the screenshotted thing is the most liberating thing I feel. Because you cannot do the same thing on the class scale, like physical class, 4,000 rupees. But here you can do whatever you feel like. And that actually gives me so much freedom. So even all my notes are also like this. If you had guys that studied anatomy with me, I would have taught you this. This goes here. I'll show you something of mine. Whatever. You're writing so much?
No. She pulled it out. I pulled it out like this.
So I'm not a girl, obviously. So my notes cannot be as beautiful as hers. But for a boy, this is as beautiful as it gets. So don't expect anything from us. But this thing, the fact that I can actually, write it on top of this thing. Again, terminal buds, stellate areas, all those things. The best notes I find mine are in glance. There's a glance. This glance is the most, what do you call this? My most hardest my most proudest work at what I'm proud of. Within this one photograph, every single thing that you're supposed to know about the eye is there. Okay? If somebody gave you this screenshot before the exam, it could be the ultimate cheat sheet. Every single thing that is supposed to be known for the anatomy of an eye is there. Okay? Now, having said that, look at this orbit notes. This orbit notes taught me so much because I was able to draw on the diagram. Okay? Now look at this. Did I teach you this? Did I ever show you this? This is orbit. Okay? So within orbit, there are basically 4 important aspects. This, the different bones of the orbit, the different tubercles, fossas, the entry and the width and everything, the measurements, and then some other things as well. Okay, optic phenomena and other things. Now, if I would have had all the information on one single photograph and I would have given you this test, you would not have gotten it. But this is so easy. This is 35 and this is 45 at its widest. Inside the angle between the median and the lateral wall is 45. Okay, so the angle between two walls is 45 between both eyes. Now this is sagittal plane to the optical axis. Volume is 30 ml. The lateral to the middle is 45 degrees. Within 1 second you can get the thing, and so you need to make notes like this. This is what you need to do as well. Right? Maximum and maximum. So if you see that, just take a screenshot. There is some system will take a screenshot like this. Take a screenshot. Put that in OneNote or Google Notes or whatever you have lots of choices. On top of that, start writing bony spicules. Only peripheral retina involved. Why is this like this? Question mark. Because perivascular pattern. Because it is from the blood vessels. The pigments are trying to go to the blood vessels and they are degenerating together. So everything has a grid also. Looking at that one diagram, you get a lot of things about the disease itself. That's the good thing about iPad. So now for me, every single thing is written in iPad. You guys are just starting it out, and my thing is already done. That is how much I did. Just anatomy. So I used to write these notes. So my wife used to sit on her own and write some notes of her own. So they used to get added to my notes as well. If you want, you guys can do something like this. You can actually make the notes. You can share the notes to everybody, so they can all make it like a wiki notes. They can actually all share it. Like, Lena can add something. You can add something. It can all get added to one single guys, one conglomerate notes. You can do that as well. That is what I used to do. You remember I shared my notebooks with you? But I reduced the editing, I think. I didn't give editing. But you can give editing, or you can not give them editing power. So that way she doesn't have to make extra notes. You don't have to make extra notes. See, while she's writing, you can see that, it's actually being written but of you. It's so light, so nice. So this will save a lot of group studies. You guys are good friends, and it's a nice way to study. This kind of freedoms iPad gives you. Okay. This looks very haphazard because this is how I should write notes initially. But then I realized it's not good. So now I have to mark this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is the sequence you have to go. 11, 12. If you read from here to there, you'll understand glaucoma completely. So, yeah. Yes, please. Come on.
So if I'm assuming a bony spicule arrangement, though bone spicules may be absent. Areas of depigmentation or atrophy of the RPE, that is retinal pigment epithelium.
Sorry.
Areas of depigmentation or atrophy of the retinal pigment epithelium.
So areas of pigmentation and areas of non-pigmentation. Can you see the diagram? Is it true? Are there areas of pigmentation and non-pigmentation? Huh? No. So black and in it, white patches in there. This is the normal how the normal retina should have been. So there is black patches, and immediately contrasting to the black patches are white patches as well, which is showing you there are areas of atrophy and areas of what do you call it? Pigmentation. Yes, please.
Then narrowing of arterioles.
Narrowing of arterioles. Narrowing of arterioles. Again, confirm the point with the diagram. Is it narrowing of arterioles? Yes, it looks very, very thin.
Yeah.
So, yes. I never really noticed that part previously. But it makes sense, yeah.
And later, waxy optic disc pallor.
Waxy optic disc pallor is so many times people keep telling. What the hell it means, I don't know. But I think it's a pale optic disc.
Yeah.
Does the disc look pale? It's very difficult to tell.
Yeah. To compare exactly with
If I tell you it's such a normal disc, you'll say, yeah, it looks normal. But no, look, it's pallor. It's pallor. Yeah, sir, it's pallor. A lot of psychology also matters. So just know that in RG there is disc pallor. So then you can tell the examiner, yes, I can see disc pallor. Suddenly, magically, you start seeing disc pallor. Okay? But if I had to show you only the disc, you would not be able to diagnose from the disc itself whether it's pallor or there or not. Okay? Now, I'll ask you a question. There are two friends. There are two sisters. One sister is disc edema, one sister is disc atrophy. Which sister comes first? Which sister comes second? In terms of sequence, what happens first and what happens later? Disc edema or disc atrophy? I'm sorry, disc edema or disc pallor? Okay, so radio silence. This period of radio silence and nobody's answering. I'll tell you. So edema always comes before atrophy, not before pallor. So this is pallor that means long standing. Edema was there. So initially there is edema. So any time before atrophy or pallor, it's first edema. When the edema resolves, then it's of pain. That is the main important thing. Next please.
Then there is progressive visual field loss, usually a ring scotoma.
Are you being so fast? Progressive visual field loss. So it's a progressive thing. Okay.
That is usually
The visual field loss does not happen progressively. So now I'll ask you, what do you mean by visual field loss?
Should we go? Peripheral vision.
Did you type?
Yes.
Huh?
Optic can do.
You guys are taking a more credit than you're busy. Obviously, girls will do that. You'll take it to the next step. You guys need to teach me so many things, right? Because I forgot how to write notes. Now, progressive visual field loss. It's a progressive condition. Girls, it's a very important one. It's a progressive condition. The moment RP starts, it's not blind. They become blinder and blinder and blinder. Then, what do you mean by visual field loss? What is the visual field loss? Yeah. It's peripheral visual field loss, okay? Not the normal visual field loss. Yes, please.
which is usually a ring scotoma.
So, can you tell us what is ring scotoma? Okay.
Perforation is found through seeing through a ring with a black.
So, there are total. That is something that is more close to what a ring scotoma looks. Why is there a ring scotoma there? Because peripheral visual loss means it will be ring scotoma. Next, please.
Which progresses to a small central field.
Yeah, that is it is getting tunneler and tunneler and tunneler.
Then ERG, coming to ERG usually is moderately to markedly reduced.
So the ERG is a very tricky thing, you know. We need to then understand what is ERG. but I won't waste too much time on that. ARG is something that you do to find out whether there is any dystrophies. Cone dystrophy, rod dystrophy, retinitis pigmentosa, all these things. You do ERG. Okay? EOG, when do you do? EOG. You do EOG when you talk about breast disease. And you do, when you talk about breast disease, you talk about EOG. Okay? EOG you only do one time, only on breast disease. And breast disease, there is only one thing you do, that is EOG. It's not difficult. But ERG you can do for all the other. RG for retinal, we'll think about that. Actually, EOG is also for retinal. Okay. That's not get confused. ERG for all other retinal things and dystrophies, but EOG for breast disease. Yes, please.
Then, so the other features are, these are all critical features. Other features include focal or sectoral pigment clumping, CME, cystoid nectar, epiretinal membrane, posterior subcapsular cataract.
Once again, please. We have a white board.
Then the other signs,
The signs, yes, please.
focal or sectoral pigment clumping.
This is very important. Sectoral pigment clumping. You know, there's something called a sectoral RP. RP, something it will not be completely. Very easy. It will be one is the superior lateral quadrant, superior middle quadrant, inferior lateral, inferior middle, it will be like that. Okay? Other than sectoral RP. Only that part of the visual field also be there. That is more common I felt because I have never seen complete RP there. And then always seen sectoral RPs. Okay, please.
Then CME, cystoid nectar. No.
So you have edema also. Yeah. Edema also comes. Yeah.
Then there is epiretinal membrane.
Epiretinal membrane. Okay.
And posterior subcapsular cataract.
Come here. Sit here.
It could be,
Yeah,
it could be. Yeah, no, not important. Don't want it all.
And these
So
are
what will
others.
happen is, you will remember ERN, but you will not tell me about pigment clumping. You will not
Yeah.
listen to one. Don't try that point.
Then lastly, posterior subcapsular cataract.
Lastly, yeah, this is very important. Posterior subcapsular is extremely important. They will ask you this. Okay? Then, ortho's inheritance patterns.
Okay, inheritance patterns.
In inheritance patterns, I know it is difficult to understand. I know it is irritating to read. But it's important. So Akhil will explain us all the inheritance patterns. What is dominant, what is autosomal recessive, what is X-linked. Okay? Listen to him and try to make sense of what he says. Come on.
These are based on Mendelian inheritance patterns. Like these are called like
Yeah.
autosomal. Autosomal means autosomal chromosomes. Like other than the sex chromosomes, there are sex chromosomes and normal chromosomes. 46 chromosome, 44 something is 44 is autosomal chromosome, and the rest 2 is sex chromosomes. So whatever affects autosomal is autosomal recessive and autosomal dominant.
Okay.
Autosomal dominant. And then we have X-linked. X-linked means sex chromosome linked, which is defects of the
Out of the 46, the 2 are telling that is X-linked. Whereas the rest remaining 44 they are affecting that is autosomal. Under that, he will explain what is autosomal dominant and what is autosomal recessive.
So each chromosome there is 2 pairs, right? Chromosome X has 2 pairs. So in autosomal dominant diseases, if only one of the pair, like only you, like you require only one of the chromosome to be having the defect, then that disease will be expressed. But in autosomal recessive, you need both the pairs, like both the individual of that pair chromosome to be having that defect to
So
actually
what is
express
more
it.
dangerous?
Dominant.
Dominant. How do you say it is more dangerous?
Because you don't want to take it.
Yes. So I'll tell you the real world example. Imagine our fathers and mothers are having diabetes. Most of among the fathers are. Do you? Both the parents have diabetes?
No, parents don't have
What about
it.
you? What about you? What about you? Father. So yours is an autosomal recessive. What about you? No, so completely very lucky. So yours is an autosomal dominant.
So
Yours-
grandparents.
My grandparents are.
Your grandparents
Diabetic.
had diabetes. So I don't know how your father and mom were the same, but that's a very good thing.
My-
The thing is,
Mother's mother have diabetes, my father's father has diabetes.
okay. The thing is, Sidra has 100% chance of developing diabetes, not getting diabetes, but she has all the propensity to develop diabetes. Okay, so that is her nature. But she can always nurture it to become more healthy and not have diabetes, like Hodina did probably, or Hodina's parents did. So there is always a propensity to become something that is in nature, but our lifestyle habits, due to our nurture, also we can control a lot of things in a better manner. Autosomal dominant is her father and mother are both carrying the gene, and she will also definitely carry the gene. Imagine if Siddharth's mom didn't have diabetes. She's very healthy, very beautiful, very fit like that. But so your mom is very cute by the way. But is your Fatima's mom? Whose mom is small? Either way, one of your moms is extremely cute. I know, pretty sure your mom is extremely cute. But imagine if Siddharth's mom did not have diabetes. She still get diabetes. Why? Because diabetes is inherited in autosomal dominant pattern. One of them is having diabetes enough for the children to get diabetes. Okay, that is a bad thing about autosomal dominant diseases. They will definitely have that. Imagine if Siddharth's father is not having diabetes, only her mom is having diabetes. It's still a chance for Siddharth to get diabetes. Okay. Imagine if her mom and dad are diabetes, how she will have diabetes right now. She will definitely has a high chance of developing diabetes. That's how it is in my case. So my case, my brother, my sister, and me, we three are have the propensity to get diabetes because both of my parents managed to get diabetes. But then again, you can debate saying they got type 2 diabetes. They didn't get type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is more genetically important, whereas type 2 is more like a lifestyle thing. But now more and more studies are coming in where they're saying type 2 diabetes also late stage in the report they're getting. Also the children have high sensitivity. I'm sorry I'm getting too much deep into this, but bear with me. It's important. Now I'll tell you something. There are some diseases. Let's take for example hemophilia. Let's take hemophilia. So hemophilia. Let's say there is a new OD student. That's what anybody's name. This OD student her father is having hemophilia. Okay. Which type of hemophilia will not go there? Just keep simple. Blood diagnosis. Her father is having hemophilia. But her mother is not having hemophilia. Will she have hemophilia? Why is it no? Yes it is. Why is it yes?
Because dominant.
So now you are thinking it is dominant. So now you are getting the concept of dominant. If it is dominant, both the parents need to have it. Uru parent madi. That's it. Nelo patient to know. പക്ഷേ hemophilia or autosomal recessive condition. That means both should have. Then only the child will have. What's that? It is. What's that? Autosomal dominant again. Single parent multi to get the disease. That is what autosomal dominant is. Okay. Whereas autosomal recessive means both the parents need to have it. Imagine by some sheer luck, only the father has it and the mother does not, then the child is
So,
sick.
but the child still has that gene, right?
Okay, then you are going to complicate it. What you're talking about is carrier and expressor. They can go there, but I would like to pull you back and ask you, request you not to go because you guys need to take baby steps.
So we learned those things in biology.
Yes.
When drawing them into
That is what you were saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Medley genetics, Punnett squared, but let's not go there. Okay? First, understand these points. To have autosomal recessive, both them are you to have, otherwise it's a sin. That's a very good thing about autosomal recessive. That is asked what is more dangerous, autosomal diseases, dominant disease. So all diseases that have autosomal dominant inheritance pattern are, again, dangerous is a debatable thing. Dangerous is a debatable thing. I'm trying to make things simple for you. Don't just hold my words. Definitely, if you get the disease, it's autosomal dominant. But how severe the disease will be expressed,
Yeah, that's it.
that's a different story. For example, most of the time, Allah Ta'ala, the Lord, how He has done it is, autosomal dominant will definitely have it, but it will
Yeah, most kids.
Dominant?
be autosomal dominant. Well, the child will definitely have it. It will be a mild version. Whereas, autosomal recessive like hemophilia, somehow you might get it, but it will be very severe. Hemophilia is a very severe disorder, it's a severe thing.
Yeah.
Blood will keep on bleeding. So all these autosomal recessive things are very irritating disorders. Okay? Now I'll tell you something. This is a rule of thumb. It's not a sure, it's not everywhere it's the same thing. Sometimes autosomal recessive can also be a mild thing. I'm just trying to make things easier for you. So you cannot always say autosomal dominant will inherent danger ഉണ്ടാവും. അവർക്ക് inherent disease ഉണ്ടാവും. പക്ഷെ എത്ര dangerous ആയിട്ട് disease ഒന്നും നമുക്കറിയില്ല. So the phenotypical expression variability will be there. Now, X-linked recessive is something completely new. Till now we have not at all heard of it. What that is, like Akhil very nicely explained, there are 46 chromosomes. Satyam, huh? 23 from
So close.
the father, 23 from the mother. Out of this 22, 23, one is sex chromosome from the no, I think so.
No, from 123 or no? Yeah.
Okay.
22
Okay.
autosomal
Okay.
and
Okay.
one is
Okay, fine. Okay.
We will get one.
So, Y comes from the father.
Father, yeah. Father can give X or Y. Mother is XX, father is XY.
So, father can give Y or father can give X. Mother can give X and mother can give X only. Okay. Now, if mother is giving X and the father is giving Y, who will be born? Boy. Siddharth's brother will be born. If mother is giving X and father is giving X, who will be born? Siddharth. Okay. Girl will be born. Now, how many? So this special X and Y chromosomes, how many are there? Only 2. Out of 46, only 2 are there. So 46 and 46 are 6 chromosomes. Let's put it like that. Now there are some diseases that are only expressed on the allele, on the gene that is present on the sex chromosome, on the X or Y chromosome. So imagine there is a disease on the Y chromosome. Girls. Imagine there is a disease on the Y chromosome. And the offspring who has been born is a girl. Will the child who has been born is a girl. Will that girl have that disease or not? It's a good way to think about 16 diseases. Take your time. Don't give me fast, don't give me that fast. Should I repeat once again? Huh? Don't repeat or the answer is no.
The child won't be having the
Why? Why did you say that?
So why it's not getting
Why is left to the father only? For some reason, like Akhil told, father can give X and Y, we gave X here. So the child was born a girl. So that Y-linked recessive special disease that was only existing in Y gene, Y chromosome, is suddenly saved. Imagine he would have born a boy. Would he have had that Y-linked recessive disease? Yes. So there are some diseases called as X-linked recessive. So X-linked recessive में क्या होता? Either way, sometimes Y is there, sometimes Y is not there. Yes, but is X sometimes there, sometimes not there? X has to be there. How many X's? 2 or 1. If it is a boy, 1. If it is a girl, imagine you have an X-linked recessive disease. I don't know what territory I'm going into. Just bear with me, okay? And is everybody with me so far?
Yes.
This is extremely complicated process that everyone was studying mind. This last time, let's see. Imagine there is X-linked recessive, but it's a boy. Will the disease be expressed like that?
Because you might be
Why will be there? So there is only one recessive gene on the X. Okay? Maybe the child is fine. Imagine it is extreme recessive, but the child is a girl. It's not like this, but let me just go like that. Imagine if it is extreme recessive, but the child is a girl. Will the disease get expressed?
Yes.
Why?
No,
Why no?
because it is a recessive, so the other X chromosome is like dominant. Like there are 2 X's. The recessive, the normal X
I should
chromosome
not have gone this route. Okay.
dominant. That's what.
No, you're right. That's exactly how it works. But I think I just confused.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing.
Okay.
Now only
Okay, fine. I think these girls can handle this because now your level is increased, especially after iron or listen to it. One X is being given by the mother. One X is being given by the father.
Dominant X.
Huh?
Dominant X recessive.
it's a bit.
See, if it is recessive, okay, if X is recessive, and the other guy is dominating with a good X, then it will not be expressed, right? If one X is recessive, the other X also has to be recessive gene and has to be defected. Then it gets expressed. Why did we say the other way?
No, the thing is, in X-linked recessives, females will never have the disease.
Agreed. But how are they getting? Like, what is the mechanism behind it?
Because the females will always have 2 X chromosomes,
Yes.
right? So one X, the deceased X is recessive.
But it is extremely. But the other X is father. But the one X that is already diseased is only X that is missing, but the other is a Y. So X recessive boys will definitely have it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now you.
Girls, I try to make it extremely simple. Okay. I mean, I knew that, but to explain it, it has to be. You have to know the thing extremely nicely. Not really.
Did we draw it?
Okay. You can give it to me.
No, it's better to. This thing should be drawn.
Did everybody understand dominant? Did everybody understand recessive?
Yes.
Now,
So it's recessive.
father. Okay. Father is having mustache, mother is having hair. Now, mother is giving X chromosome, father is giving Y chromosome. Okay. This is for sex-linked diseases, where the sex chromosomes are important.
Okay.
Yeah, tell me.
No, I said that females can never have disease. That's actually wrong.
Yeah.
Because if both the X's are
Bad. That's
bad,
no, that part I understood. That part they will also
that
understand.
I don't want to miss that.
What they will not understand is one guy is having X and the other guy is also having X. Then why the hell is not having the disease? That they will understand the problem. Okay, so I'm not only talking about sex-linked recessives, sex-linked diseases. Now, every other autosomal dominant or things will not have X or Y involved. They will just have, does the father have the gene? Does the mother have the gene? If it's a diabetes like an autosomal dominant disease, if the mother has a gene, then the child will have the disease. If the father has the disease, the child has the disease. If both have have the disease, they will get disease. Whereas at recessive, it is not again not to do with X and Y chromosomes. Recessive is with normal 44 chromosomes. There, if the mother will have the gene, this bad gene, the father will negate it. The father is having the bad gene, the mother will negate it. They both should be so unlucky that they are both having similar genes. Then it will be superstar child with a disease. That is why you should not marry. That is why consanguineous marriage is not good. That is the reason don't marry them blood. This is what's called inbreeding. Of the English national family, we have this. If you see the old photographs of English royal family, it will be horrific. Their faces, dystrophy, ossification, so many things have happened because they married in their families. All these genes that would have never had any chance to become dominant. They got married within the same genes again and again. So they also have a recessive, this also have a recessive, both they are making superstar child. The disease. Okay? Now. So far you're with me?
Yes.
Now we're talking about something very specific. Very rare group of diseases that are only seen on X or Y. Those are called X-linked or Y-linked diseases. Or X or Y-linked diseases, not just from the disease. Now, imagine there is a disease, there is a star on this X. Okay? And this star needs, this is from the mother, from the father, this is from the mother, okay?
Can you make it white?
You got to see?
Against dark patterns.
Can I increase the thickness for me? No.
That's erasers. You can move to down in a second. Yeah.
I'll get it good drawing board. Okay? This ugly father. Beautiful. Now, this person is giving you X and Y. This person can only give X or X. If X from here and X from here get together, you will have Sidra. If you have X from here and Y from here, you will have boy. Okay? Yes?
Yes.
Now, this person is giving an X. Okay? This X is having one star, that is a disease. This person is giving an X as well. Is there a red color star there? No. So this is and this disease gene is an autosomal recessive disease. Okay? That's not autosomal. It's a recessive gene. Okay? It's a recessive disease. What does a recessive disease mean?
That doesn't affect.
That doesn't. Why doesn't affect?
Because if the both,
It is there, no?
if they should not be in a pair.
Yes. It should have been the pair. Recessive means both these two are the red thing. Okay? This guy is not having this red thing, this one is having red thing. The child will have X and X. This part will be repaired by this part. This guy will read that there is some nice information here, the same information copy here. So he'll give a full X. This guy is safe. Imagine this girl is giving X. She also having this G. Will the child be safe? Huh? 100% the child will have. Will have expressed disease. Okay? Now, please stay with me. You're doing very well so far. Stay with me. Don't sleep. Now, disease X. Yes, girls.
Yes.
from the mother. The mother can give X, which is have a disease. The father is giving X, which is nice. So he was negating it. He was trying it. Father is now giving.
Sorry, you are making it XY, right?
Yeah.
The mother is giving that. Yeah.
Mother is giving
Okay,
X.
okay.
Mother is giving X. That's what I should have drawn this way. So now father is giving Y. Now, what will happen to child? Child?
Child will have the disease.
Why?
It's not.
But it is only one X.
Yes.
This will be other X also, isn't it? Other X should also have recessive gene.
For recessive.
That is what is special about sex-linked recessive.
Excellent.
X-linked or sex-linked. Y and X is sex-linked. That is what is special about sex-linked diseases. That if one X is there having a disease, normally the other X will negate it and they will be happily ever after, like a Disney movie. But in this case, one X is there. To negate it, instead of getting a good X, you got a Y. That means one X is enough to express. This is straight. Sorry, what I cannot do. We will talk to Allah about this. Why he made it like this. But it is like this. To negate it, he could have gotten a bad X, which would have amplified the disease. He could have gotten a good X, which would have negated the disease. But in this case, he got a Y. It is still as good as getting nothing. This one X is getting amplified and it is indeed forming a boy with an X. That is why X-linked recessive is called as XLR. Only affects boys. Absorb this line. Take 10 seconds. I throw a bombshell on you. XLR only affects boys. Immediately you will not understand. Take some time why it is happening. I'll also take some time. X-linked recessive. The X is coming from the mother or the father. Doesn't matter. It can be a bad X. To negate that, no, it cannot come from father. It has to come from, because father is then has to give Y. Otherwise, the boy will not get formed.
Okay,
Like,
It can affect females also, but extremely rare.
so we'll not get it.
Yeah, okay. It's a confusing.
only from mother.
How is it? Why it is only affecting boys?
Because
Tell the whole story.
like, if a father is having X and Y, which is affected,
Yes.
No. And it comes and mother is giving
No.
the good.
Father is not having affected gene. Father is in the Okay. If you say father is having affected X gene, let's go with the story. Mother is giving which genes? She can only give X.
Yeah, but it won't.
She will not become a boy only.
For the autosomal recessive.
Okay.
No, like the female.
But in that case, like what he was trying to tell, if the father is indeed giving a bad gene of X, but then girls can also be affected with X.
Yeah, that's but the thing is, you should have a career mother also. Like if you want to manufacture a girl who is having X-linked disease, you should have a father who is already having the disease, and you should have a mother who's a career. Like she's not having the disease, but she's having that affecting
Okay.
gene.
So what do you do?
So if they mate and have a child, the girl child, then she can have the disease.
No, is the rule wrong that XLR only affects boys?
Like it can affect girls, but it's extremely rare. Like
Tell
to
me
have
how
a,
it affects girls.
I will explain like this. You want a boy who is having an X-linked disease. So what kind of mother and father you need? You only need a career mother
Only carrier mother with okay father.
with a okay father. You can have a girl child who's having the
Agreed.
disease.
Huh?
Sorry, a boy
Boy
child
child.
who's having the disease.
Yeah.
But to have a girl child, to have to express it, to actually have a
Both should be bad.
Yeah, the father should
Yeah,
have the
everybody-
disease.
everybody-
The father should have the disease. Means X like this thing. The father
Oh, yeah,
should be
because
this
he's only
thing.
having one guy.
Yeah.
But the father should be a diseased guy, but the
And
mother should be a carrier.
Carrier.
So he should be so unlucky that he's marrying a carrier and doesn't
Yeah,
even know
yeah.
it. So that
That's
is
very, very rare.
Very rare.
Like,
So he happens within a consanguine, or let's say if he marries consanguine like an idiot, he will most probably have chances of having the same gene within the mother because they're cousins, and that disease guy will amplify that gene, and they will give XX. That times
Both
the
the
daughter
X.
will also have bad X, red X's, and they will have a disease girl. Whereas in the normal state, the boy is having okay genes, which is normally the case, and they don't marry consanguinely. But the mother is a carrier. Well, why is she a carrier? Why is she not having disease?
Because she's common.
Yes?
Her parents is not.
No. She's having the gene on the X, but she's not having the disease. Why?
Sorry,
Both the genes doesn't have the disease.
Mother is having 2X.
Yeah.
Accident recessive രണ്ടില് നമുക്ക് disease വേണം. രണ്ടില് gene വേണം. She is not having
okay,
the
she's
disease on both.
the carrier because
But
she's
she does have that gene. But luckily, she did not have the gene on both the chromosomes. So she very narrowly escaped. Had she married an idiot who's doing the consanguineous thing, 100% she would have given birth to a girl or a boy. Either way, they would have had either way they would have had this thing. They would have had a diseased child. Whereas if he marries an okay guy,
Okay guy also.
then her chances of
Yeah, but then if she marries an okay guy, she
Her
can
chances of becoming-
transmit the
Yeah,
disease
X
or
from-
the healthy X
yes,
to that.
no.
No, we
This is a diseased.
Both the X are disease. She is having 50% chance of.
If the both X are then definitely the boy.
If the both X are disease, she has 100% chance of having affected boy, but 50% chance of having affected girl.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Now, if I'm going to go complicated choices, please catch it with me. But if only one disease is affected, one gene is affected in the girl, she is very fast. She is only having 25% chance of having an affected boy and no percent chance of affecting girl. Oh my goodness, it's a weird concept. They used to ask this question all the time. How much percentage chance of this is? This is how you calculate it, okay? You guys are able to tell it yourself. It's very good, mashallah. Don't worry, we don't need to go into percentages, we don't need to go into affecting, but you need to know what the hell is ulcerative recessive. Because from now onwards, we're talking about retina, you will have this ulcerative recessive pattern so much times. And you have to know this, okay? Now, mother is having one bad X gene. Okay? Father is okay. They are giving birth to a boy. Will the boy be affected?